Hello everyone and welcome back to Polly's Pretties. I'm here tonight to show you a little tiny haul. It's not anything great big, but we're just going to do a little tiny haul here. The hubby hauled a couple things for me because I had looked through my coloring books and found out that I was a little lacking. Imagine that. So, and then I had done one more little haul from eBay. So we'll go into this. Now, this guy you're going to see in a video that pops tomorrow. This is one of the new stamps I got. This is a Stampin' Up, and it is 1995. And this is a little bench, and it's got a little bird and a little bonnet and some greenery. It's real pretty, and it stamps pretty good, too. So I'm really happy to have that one. I've used it. All right. This one has no markings to tell me like who it's by or anything, but I like it anyway. It's just a wee teeny tulip. All right. Then the next one, this is, if I read it right, All Night Media. It's called Vase of Flowers. The number is 460H. I do not see a year, which is okay. That doesn't bother me. But here's how they look. I thought that was real pretty. Then next we have a bouquet of tulips, and this is 1997 Stupendous, made in the USA. So there's that one. And then last but not least is this nice big stamp of irises. I love irises. And I don't see any markings on it to tell me who, what, when, where. That's okay, it doesn't really matter. Oh, wait, yes, I do, sorry. Oh, this is a 2000 Stampin' Up. So there you go. I do not know what collections they go with. When I buy, I'm buying secondhand, and they're not always, as you can tell, in collections. And it could have been a single stamp, I don't know. I just think they're pretty, and that's why I get them. And that stamp bundle, that little stamp bundle there, was only $9. So, and it is a used bundle. I mean, like I said, these aren't badly used though. If you look at them, they're really not. So I don't mind that. I don't mind secondhand stamps. I don't. And then I told you the hubby hauled. Well, he did. He found a couple things on Walmart for me, coloring book wise, that I'm thankful for because I was running out of pictures to color. Now that sounds crazy if you look at the stack, but these kind of pictures I was running out of. So he got me a book called Adorable Dogs, Adult Coloring Book. It looks like this on the front cover. And then the back cover has some of the pictures in the book. So these are kind of like mandala dogs. I'll show you this first one. You'll see what I mean. I mean, that's a lot, my friend. Those guys are going to take a minute. That's not going to be a 2-second coloring. That's going to be a little minute. And then here's another one. I love this picture. But man, working on a dog is going to be fun. So that's what this book is like. And I'm thankful to have it. I didn't know he was doing this. This was a sneaky Pete. And this one's called Paws and Pigments, Dog Lovers Edition, coloring book by Jennifer Coleman. And here's the front cover. This is one of the smaller like books. I'll show you because this is like your regular size coloring book, and this is this guy. Okay, so it is smaller, but I do love this book. Here is the back of the book. I love the paw prints. And then, well, if I can keep the book open, I'll show you what's inside. And the reason I am so thrilled with these is because I was running out of dog coloring pictures and I didn't want to. Because my friend Jamie over at Disney and Coloring with Jamie is hosting a coloring pictures for dogs, and it's a collab that he's doing that's open. And I didn't want to have to quit coloring dogs because one, I love dogs, and two, I'm enjoying that collab very much. And so I was like, oh no, I think I just colored my last dog picture. And so my hubby didn't even say anything to me, and he went on to walmart.com and he found these. So I'll show you how these look. Here's our first picture in here. They're kind of a grayscale, but grayscale doesn't bother me. And they don't have like the dog names or anything, which is fine too. But I think the pictures are gorgeous. Look at this guy. Yes. I'm gonna have to look up some pictures on how to color him good, and then hopefully I can do it justice. Um, and this one, this one, it's a mini schnauz. Okay, I love the mini schnauzers, I do. So, I had a mini schnauzer growing up as a teenager. His name was Blackie, and he was all black, of course. And he was just the sweetest boy. He really was. Here's a beautiful German Shepherd. And I do think German Shepherds are quite pretty. Of course, I like most dogs. Here's a gorgeous Rottie. Gosh, you gotta love the Rotties. I won't go through the whole book, I promise. I just love dogs. Anybody who knows me, that's my game right there. It really is. That is my jam. And this one kind of reminds me of my brownie boy, except this guy doesn't have a floof tail. But that is a brownie face if I ever saw one. But when I do that one, I'm gonna have to draw in the floof tail. And then there's a couple more I wanted to show you real quick, just because they have sentimental. This guy, this guy. This is my sister Terry's dog Bandit when he was alive. That is definitely a Bandit look. And of course, that's Adobe. Now, Bandit was kind of a he wasn't my favorite, but he was an alright kind of guy. And then where'd the other one go? Ah, there he is. Haha. I wasn't trying to get there that fast, but I did. This one reminds me of my father-in-law's dog Cash. And Cash was a big monster because he was a English Mastiff. Okay, so he was a monster of a dog. But this dog was such a baby. I mean, like, you even raised your voice, even just one tone, and he would run and hide and wouldn't come out. But he was such a sweetheart. The great big old dog, though. Great big old guy. Well, unfortunately, he's no longer with us either. But he's in a better place because he didn't need to be suffering. So, but yeah, those were just some of the pictures out of the 2 new coloring books that I'm so thankful to have, because this is going to let me color some more. Like I needed more coloring books, like a hole in a head, right? But when you craft and you color, it's an addiction. I'm just going to say it. It's an addiction. So, it is what it is. Okay, I thought my little boy was down here sitting beside me, but I guess he went out with Daddy. But yeah, that was my big little haul videos. Just the 5, 1, 2. Am I right? 5, 3. Yeah, 5 stamps and 2 coloring books. And I just had fun. I thought that was neat. I love getting to go look at beautiful wood block stamps. These guys, and I know this might sound kind of crazy because the cling stamps, you can use them a lot of different ways. But you know what? I'm a sucker. Woodblock stamps get me. Okay? Here's when it's funny. Okay, my son, when he was still living at home, he was manager out here at the McDonald's not far from us. And he was coming home one night after cashing his paycheck, and he's drinking his soda and he's walking home in his work uniform. And so up on the hill right here above us, not even that far up, just a couple houses, he saw that there was, a bunch of stuff in the yard, a bunch of people mulling around. And he walked up, and of course he knew the lady and her daughter. And this is so funny, and it so speaks of my son. So he went up and he was looking around, just bebopping around. And of course, I crochet, so he saw all this pretty yarn. He's like, "Okay, let's throw that in a box." And then he saw this plastic container, and he opened it up. Inside, there was a whole bunch of woodblock stamps. And he's like, "How much?" And so they tell him. Now he won't tell me how much. I mean, like, really. But he buys the whole. It was probably like a 9 by 13 box of woodblock stamps. Brings them home to me with all this yarn. And I'm like, "Oh my goodness." I'm like, "Well, you need to tell me how much so we can pay back." He's like, "No, that's not the point." And that's so my son. It is. It's so my son when he sees something like that. But he knew I could use it, and he knew I would love it. And I still have every stamp. I have some of the yarn still that hasn't been used all the way up yet. Yes, I'm a very slow crocheter, guys. I've according to my family, I'm fast, but I don't think so. I feel like I crochet at the speed of a snail. Like, no kidding. Um, but yeah, so that's just a funny little story about the woodblock stamps. But I love woodblock stamps. I don't know. I like the feel of them. I like the weight that they have. And I don't mind whether they're great big old guys kind of like this, or if they're kind of the little guys like this, or if they're maybe medium guys like this one. I don't mind. Like any size is fine. I love them. And of course, my wood blocks will probably be here until I'm not. So I do. I love wood block stamps. And I don't care what's on them. I don't care if it's flowers, animals, bugs, whatever. I just love it. So, and of course, anybody who's been around knows I'm all about dogs and I'm all about frogs. And anything to do with my daughter or my son's birth names, I usually go bananas for because his is super hard to find because of the spelling. And hers isn't so hard to find because she's got multiple reasons why she was named what she is. Um, so hers isn't quite as hard to find because Disney has a princess named that. But anything with their names, I go bananas. I go bananas. And of course, my son gets picked on all the time, and they say that he's the god of thunder and the owner of, I think you pronounce it Milnir, because they call him Thor, which is a very shortened part of his name. Um, and that's not necessarily who he was named after. I mean, it is, but it isn't. Uh, but it's really neat because his name is Thorin, Thorin, and he used to get misnamed all the time in school. And then we call him Tad for short. And then my daughter's name is truly Aurora, Aurora, and we call her Rory or lots of other things. The funny one everybody laughs at is Princess Boogiehead, because when she was little, that's just what she got dubbed. So, but yeah, the frog thing stems from my mom when she was living, God rest her soul. My mother used to call my son Tadpole. So tadpoles are frogs. So there you go. That's my addiction with frogs. And if you look at my necklace close, I have a frog I wear, along with my symbol here, my crystal for me and my husband. And we're still looking for a good symbol for my daughter, because she is my princess. And there's lots of things out there we like, but I want something really special that really says who she is. And it has to be something that really just resonates all the way who she is. And then I'll put that on here and it'll never come off either. But yeah, we're looking, we keep looking at every charm we see. So nothing's hit home yet. I mean, there's ones we like, just nothing's hit home. So, but this is my never comes off necklace. This never comes off. So, but yeah, that's my little stories for today, and I better shut up because I'm just being a mouth. So the mouth is not gonna shut up now. So I hope y'all enjoyed this. Again, the coloring books, if you like them, were from Walmart.com, and the stamps, of course, are eBay. That's where I usually get my woodblock stamps, unless it's a yard sale local here in town or down at the local thrift store, which is very few and far between. But I hope y'all are having a wonderful day wherever you're at. I hope that you remember to smile. Makes people wonder what you're up to. Hug somebody, anybody, everybody, all the people, I don't care.
Please. Eat some chicken.
And that's my husband's disclaimer. Please, he must go mess me up, see? Please, stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy. And if you have a nut bar husband like I do, lock him in a closet once a week.
Can I come?
Yes, please.
There's some barbecue chicken thingies.
Don't really lock him in the closet, but you get what I mean.
There's not a big enough closet to contain me.
No, I would have a problem in this house especially. But y'all have a great day. Thank you for watching, and until next time.